What is going on, guys? I'm your host, Francis Beau, here to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on anything going on in the world of entertainment. And today we're going to be talking about trailers. That is right, we got more trailers to talk about. Thank God it's not 15 trailers like it was in the last video. But we're going to be talking about 4 trailers that dropped. And before we get down with it, make sure you check out my Incredibles 2 review that I posted yesterday. This video is going to be posted on Sunday. So let's just get right into it. We got 4 trailers to discuss, so let's just get right into it. The very first trailer that we're going to talk about, it's the one that everybody's been talking about ever since the first trailer dropped. I believe on, I don't know what day it dropped. I think it dropped about like on Wednesday, last Wednesday. And that, of course, is Dumbo. Yes, you heard me correctly. A brand new Dumbo movie, a live-action Dumbo film, is happening from Disney. It is slated to be released on March 29th, 2019, and we got our first teaser trailer, our first look at the movie, and it's being directed by Tim Burton, and the music is also going to be done by Danny Elfman, and it has a lot of A-list actors. We have Michael Keaton, we have Danny DeVito, so a huge Batman 1989 reunion. Yeah, I love that movie. We also have Colin Farrell, Eva Green. And of course Dumbo himself. Um, Now I do really appreciate the original classic Dumbo. I really appreciate it a lot. It's not one of my favorite films of all time, but I very much appreciate it for what it is. Um, so when I heard that they were going to do a live action Dumbo, I was a little concerned, like many people. I understand, doing a live action remake. We've seen it done lots of times now in recent memory. We've had the Jungle Book, which I thought did pretty good. We had Pete's Dragon, which was surprisingly pretty good, criminally underrated. Um, we also had Beauty and the Beast, which I thought was mediocre. I didn't really like it all that much. And in that same year, 2019, when Dumbo's coming out, we're going to be getting the Lion King remake, which is going to be being directed by the same guy who gave you the Jungle Book. And also we're getting Mowgli this year, which is another take on the Jungle Book. So directed by Andy Serkis, Caesar himself. Um, those movies lend themselves to doing a live action remake. Dumbo is different though because it's all animal characters. The human characters weren't that important in the story. Now it's the reverse. The human characters do play importance into the story, and Dumbo is there because he's title character. Um, the trailer came out, and I'm still very optimistic. I think that look, I respect Tim Burton as a director. He's made some really good films. In fact, he's made some of my favorite films of all time. He made Batman 1989, which I still think is one of the best comic book movies ever made. He made Beetlejuice. He's also made Edward Scissorhands. He's made some really great classic films, but more in recent memory, he hasn't made something worthwhile to watch. Like Alice in Wonderland was whatever. Uh, I think he made something in 2017 or 2016 that nobody watched. Miss Peregrine something. I forgot the name of that movie, but he hasn't made a movie that's yet to be solid. So, and also, I don't know if his style of filmmaking fits Dumbo. Tim Burton has a very interesting style of filmmaking. Everybody knows how his style of filmmaking and the way he approaches a a production. So, um, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it just yet. The trailer was good, but I'm not gonna say it was amazing. I know a lot of people were saying it was great, but I didn't personally love it too much. I The main thing that I got from the trailer was I need to see more. I think that Dumbo himself looks pretty cute. Um, I don't know. It just seems just from the trailer, it just seems a little dark. It seems a little bit, and I get it. It's Tim Burton. Usually, he likes to make these dark and I don't know the right word is, but the way he makes movies is he has a certain style. Um, I don't know. I'm very 50-50 on Dumbo right now. I just need to see more to really solidify my thoughts about it. But as of right now, I'm still very intrigued. but I am also very scared because this movie could end up being a pretty big failure. So, because Tim Burton, as I said, 50-50 for me. The other reason why I'm very, very scared about this movie is because the screenwriter for the film is Aaron Kruger. And if you guys don't know Aaron Kruger, and look, everything is subjective, but Aaron Kruger is one of the worst screenwriters in Hollywood right now. He has made some bad, bad work. He made um, three of the five Transformers films. He did Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers: Dark of the Moon, Transformers: Age of Extinction. He's written some bad, bad movies, and now he's being now he's given the opportunity to write Dumbo. I don't know. He's just bad, bad writer. I just don't I do not like that screenwriter. So we will see. Maybe it could be good, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to reserve judgment. So. All right, next trailer we're going to talk about is for the Grinch. Yeah, the CGI animated feature. Benedict Cumberbatch, doing the voice of the Grinch. There's a new trailer that dropped, and I still am not all that interested for this movie. Mainly for a couple of reasons. I don't know if I ever discussed the first trailer for the Grinch on camera, but if I didn't, my thoughts about the teaser trailer and this trailer are pretty much the same. Um, I do not like the fact that Illumination Entertainment is behind it. I just don't like their animation style at all. I don't know why, but their animation style has really not hit me as it hit other people. I don't personally like some of the films that they have made so far. Like I'm not a huge fan of the Despicable Me franchise. I like the first one. 2 and 3 were drugs. Minions was pointless. I did not like Sing. I don't know why people liked it. I didn't like it. Uh, I don't know. I don't know why people liked it. I just thought it was kind of cliche. The only film that Illumination Entertainment has made that I found watchable, that's kind of harsh, but a film that I find entertaining and find a little bit of joy out of is The Secret Life of Pets. But other than that movie, everything else that they made, I just not been a huge fan of. And let's also not forget, we have seen them do a Dr. Seuss movie before that was called The Lorax. Was not good. So I do not know how to feel about this. Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch, pretty solid. Again, just like Dumbo, I gotta wait to see how this works. This trailer was a slight bit better than the teaser trailer. There was some humor that I found a little bit enjoyable, but I don't know. I don't know. I gotta wait for when it comes out. But I have a huge feeling that's probably not going to be good. But we will see. I'm just not a huge fan of Illumination Entertainment. As I said, I do not like Despicable Me. I did not like the Minions. I did not like Sing, even though a lot of people like Sing. I did not like Sing. So yeah, like I said, the only one that I liked out of Illumination Entertainment is The Secret Life of Pets. And look, all film is subjective, but that's just my opinion. All right, moving on. Let's now talk about The Nun. This is the next chapter in the Conjuring universe, the horror franchise. We've had 2 Conjuring movies, 2 Annabelle movies, and now we're bringing in The Nun. And before you ask, I have no clue who The Nun is in this universe. I have a feeling this character was established beforehand in some movie. I have no clue what the Conjuring universe is all about. I know it's a horror franchise. I'm not a huge fan of horror films. There are some horror films that I'll watch. It's not because I'm a scaredy cat. Well, that's one reason. But I'm just not a huge fan of this type of horror, where they rely more on the jump scares than the environment being scary. That's why I really appreciated A Quiet Place a lot, and why A Quiet Place, in my opinion, is still the best film of the year so far, because I love how the environment and all the other stuff wrapped around it is what makes that film scary, and it doesn't rely on. They do jump scares, but that's not really makes it scary. So it's more about the situation that's scary. And with The Nun, the trailer that they released, the teaser trailer, I didn't find it super scary. I know some people. I know people are talking about that last scene with that one jump scare. I will admit kind of got me. It didn't fully get me, as some of the reactor, like I saw some reactions online. Some people really were terrified, but I was not. I thought it was pretty predictable. Where I didn't expect that the nun was gonna show up in that fashion, but I expected a jump scare to happen in some form. Um, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this type of horror. I watched a little bit of The Conjuring 2. It just didn't really grab me. So I don't know. If everyone loves it, then maybe I'll go see it. But I don't know if I have to have any other knowledge of the other Conjuring movies to understand this one. So all right, and the last trailer we're going to talk about is the sequel that everybody was asking for, and that is Unfriended Dark Web. First off, terrible title. A terrible title. Sounds like a Spider-Man title. Sounds like a Spider-Man video game title. Like just take the word unfriended out and put a slap in Spider-Man. That literally sounds like a Spider-Man video game title. Spider-Man Dark Web. um, I don't know. That title just sounds terrible to me. Um, and the trailer. I saw a little bit of Unfriended when it originally came out. I think was it 2015? I think that's when it came out. Um, Interesting concept. I will say that it has an interesting concept, but I think that the execution of it was done poorly. I thought it wasn't that scary. I think it's an interesting concept, but I think they're trying to go kind of like a kind of Blair Witch Project type of thing. Um, I don't know. It was okay. I didn't really like it. And the sequel looks to be the same. It looks to be the same thing. I've heard good things from it. Apparently, like I think it had like an early screenings. Apparently, like at a festival or something. Um, but I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of the first one. I thought it was okay. I didn't love it. I think that the concept of having a movie, um, what is it? A movie, um, all done on desktop. I think that that's an interesting concept. And again, it's like Blair Witch Project, where it's pretty much found footage movie. Um, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of. Wasn't a huge fan of the first one, but who knows? Maybe the second one will do something else. Um, but yeah, that those are my thoughts on those trailers. We talked about. Sorry, let me get my screen back. We talked about Dumbo, The Grinch, The Nun, and Unfriended Dark Web. God, that's a terrible title. Um, Please change that title. That just is not a good title. Um, but yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on these trailers? Did you guys like Dumbo? Did you guys not like Dumbo? Did you guys not like The Grinch? Did you guys not like The Grinch? The Nun, Unfriended, etc. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's it for my thoughts on all these trailers. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, as we end these videos, Beau out. See you next time. Peace.